Okay, so here's a little riddle for you. If you're hosting a bowl game party, does that mean you should spend all your time slaving away in the kitchen, ignoring your guests?
Is that a riddle? A riddle?
A riddle?
Okay, well, that's just a yes or no question.
Right, yeah.
Not
okay.
really a riddle. Okay,
Right.
riddle. I'm going to call it a riddle now. The answer is a big fat no either way, okay? Today we're going to help you love your own party, and we've got a chili recipe everyone will love, and you can have it ready to go when the stove, it'll be ready to go. Today's one of those days. Ready to go on the stove when everyone arrives.
There
Okay.
you go.
There we go. Spit
There's
it
your
out.
riddle.
Well, here we go. Matt Scott is back with a recipe that always gets a lot of buzz. He calls it the Steep and Brew Buzzed Up Chili. We're even going to share the recipe. Welcome back, Matt.
Thanks for having me back. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be plenty of people. Originally, we made this for the big game probably about a year ago. But there's probably going to be a lot of Badger fans sitting around the TV or huddled around the TV this weekend. So figured we'd do an easy way to feed a large crowd.
I love that because
Yeah.
this really you can have on the stove and people come over, it's ready to go, it's super fun, and we're going to give people a little serving tips too. What impresses me about this chili recipe, we already kind of gave away what the secret recipe or ingredient is because we said steep and brew chili. So coffee is the secret ingredient, but people loved this recipe. Remember that one woman, she even entered it in a contest?
And she won first prize. So it's not just us
There you
saying,
go.
like, I love my chili. Other people like it too, right?
They
yeah,
loved
exactly.
So tell you what, let's get started because we got a lot
Okay.
to go through here real quick.
Okay.
But we already got our meat in the pan. It's already browning. This is a 1.5 pounds of cubed chuck steak.
Okay.
You don't want to cook it completely. You just want to get it browned on all edges. Everything's looking pretty good there.
And that's the kind of meat you use for like a stew, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's a
stew meat or no?
Yeah, you could use stew meat. You want to use something that you probably don't want to use the best meat. You want to use something that's a little bit tougher because it's going to cook down then finally when you
Okay.
add all your juices and stuff like that. So then I just added my onions. We're going to let these cook down for a minute.
Okay.
And while that's happening, we just want them soft and tender.
Okay.
So while this is happening, that'll take 1 to 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and make the star of the show, which is our steep and brew coffee.
The coffee.
do it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Tiffany, you want to do the
Yep, she's gonna
French
help.
press for us?
Okay.
Okay, what
so
does
we'll
she
put
do?
This in.
So yeah, she just dumps it in.
Can you use any blend of coffee? Does it matter? This is the Colombian, I see.
You can. I mean, I chose something that didn't have any added flavors to it.
Okay.
Just because we wanted the just straight up coffee flavor to shine through.
Okay. And how much water are you putting in?
We measured it out for the coffee. What it comes down to is you want to have, and don't push it down all the way, just
Okay.
put the lid on. We'll push the plunger down in
Little.
a bit. No, just wait until.
Just
Not
leave
at
it.
all.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it.
Aren't you listening?
Okay.
So-
He said all the way, so I thought that meant maybe a little bit of the way.
So what you want is for every cup of coffee, I think it's like it's a tablespoon of coffee for each cup that you're
Okay.
gonna put
How
in
many
there.
cups do you put in your chili recipe?
Just 1 cup.
Oh, well, that looks like more
We're
than
making
one
the
cup.
whole thing.
I'll drink. I like coffee too. I'll drink it. It's okay. Things are
Okay.
looking pretty happy right here. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and start moving it on a little bit. I'm gonna
Okay.
add my garlic and let that get in there real quick.
Okay.
And all the amounts are on your website, so you know
Okay.
if people want to refer to it later, they can go to that.
I was
So
just
people
going to
can
say
come in.
that too. Yeah, and we'll go through the ingredients. I think it's interesting too as you go through some of the spices, what you used here. So that was just your garlic, and what's
This
that?
is our chili powder.
Okay.
This is you can't make
That's what
chili
makes
without
your
good
chili.
chili powder.
You
right?
got it. It's not
Let's
chili
get that
until you
in
put
there.
that
3
in.
tablespoons you put in.
Some
okay.
oregano. These
Oregano.
are 2 teaspoons of oregano.
Okay.
Put that in there. Got some cumin. These are 3 tablespoons of cumin.
Okay.
Put that in there. And that's one of those, it's kind of a Southwest and Mexican seasoning, but it wouldn't be chili without the cumin.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, I
And
love this
Then I have
recipe.
chipotle pepper. These are 2 chipotle peppers that are
Okay.
diced up that I'm throwing in
Are
here.
those real spicy?
Yes, they are. So just go
Sounds
easy.
good.
I only use 2 because I like a little bit of spice, but if you got somebody who's doesn't like a lot of spice, just go easy on it.
Well, and I was going
Okay.
to say, if you're making it
Fair.
for kids, that's maybe something you either want to go easy on or leave out.
Right.
Okay.
So, and then everything looks good in here, so I'm going to start to add everything else. We have our can of tomatoes.
Okay.
I'm using diced tomatoes with green chilies in there just to get another pepper into our chili.
Okay.
So if you like bigger chunks, you could use a bigger one and cut them up.
Definitely. And then I'm just dumping in, and I'm not draining anything.
I was just going to say, I
Oh.
noticed you didn't drain your beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's extra flavor. Why let all that go to waste, you know?
Absolutely.
That's a great idea. And you have a combination of beans because you're using black beans, pinto beans, and kidney beans.
Yeah. And I don't know. I find it makes it more hearty. I know not everybody's into, you know, traditionally you're going to have your beefy chili, but not everybody's into that. We have some vegetarians in my family, and they got me eating more and more beans and stuff like that in our chili.
Great.
This one does
Beans
have
are
meat,
good
though,
for
so-
you.
Okay.
Well, I
then-
think what's good about this too is as you're making this, it's an easy food to make. It can take you, what, 30 minutes? You know, you can put it in the crock pot then after that to really kind of let it sit around and
What I would do, yeah, you can either, I'm going to add my beef broth here real quick.
Okay.
What I would do is either make this, when you get it up to this point, let it sit for probably about 30 minutes and just bring it up to a simmer, let it simmer.
Okay.
Or if you made it probably 2 to 3 hours in advance, you could just put it on low in a crock pot. Set up
Easy.
a nice chili bar. You could put, you know, condiments out there, sour cream, chives, things like that.
Cilantro.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
everybody
cheese.
can serve themselves.
I hear that you sometimes use noodles in your bar. Where's that come
I don't
from?
necessarily, but
That's a
some
Milwaukee
people
thing,
do.
I
Is
think.
it?
Isn't it?
Well, at what is that? Real Chili,
Yeah,
they do it.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where that comes from.
I love the story about why coffee in Chile, because it
Yeah.
kind of goes
Should I
back to
put
the
it down?
Chuck Wagon days, right?
Yeah, go ahead and push that down.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the idea was that, you know, you would have your Chuck Wagon cooks and not wanting to let anything go to waste, they would have the morning coffee from the, you know, everybody eating breakfast.
Yeah.
And they would just put that in to thin out the chili.
I love that.
I'm going to put about a cup of coffee. in
Okay.
here.
Okay. Not even measuring.
Not
a true
measuring.
chef.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's an expert.
absolutely.
Okay.
And
So-
you got some sweet stuff over here.
Oh, I forgot to add the brown sugar. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there
brown
we go.
sugar is going to help balance out that the acidity in the coffee and also
Okay.
the acidity in the
And do you put
tomatoes.
salt and pepper in there?
Salt and peppers to taste. I
taste.
usually let it simmer a little while before I even, you know, at least a
That's
half
smart.
hour before I go back and taste it, because
Okay.
your beef broth is going to be a little salty.
Okay,
Love
should we
it.
taste it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
absolutely. Does
Okay.
Anona like it?
Yes, she does.
Oh, we got to
Well,
show
Nona
a
she
is-
picture
can't,
of
she
her.
can't eat it yet directly. But.
Matt and his wife Brooke just had a baby girl. Look at her. Just right around Thanksgiving they had her, which she looks a little bit like she might have had some buzzed up chili.
She was, she got passed around. Everybody's got baby fever in my family, so she got passed around a lot. So she was wiped out at the end of the day.
That's fantastic. And
See,
I
there's
love
a
that
little
you served it
spice.
with tortilla chips because that's my favorite way to eat chili.
Very good.
Absolutely. Well, the recipe is going to be out on our website, so you can go to themorningblend.com to get Matt's recipe for Steep and Brews Buzzed Up Chili. You
Yum.
definitely want to make it for your next event. Super tasty.
Oh, that was good. I love that. Good to see you, Matt.
Awesome. Good seeing you.
Congratulations on the
Yeah.
baby.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Happy
ladies.
New Year.
You too.